I'll let you start. You're the OG on the league.
What's it like to kind of have another penalty kick success here in Allianz in the playoffs?
Yeah, for sure. I think the crowd was incredible and really plays into it. I think I always back myself in those moments and try as much gamesmanship as I can, but I know it necessarily won't always go my way.
Sure.
But I feel confident in being able to try to throw the shooters off and then save the ones that I can as well. So definitely a nice feeling, but at the same time we know the series isn't over and we need to go and get another win to finish it off. So it's not the same feeling as last time, I would say.
Is there anything more satisfying than when a guy tries to go down the middle and you stop him?
I mean, any save in a penalty shootout I'm happy about. Doesn't matter where he goes, but yeah, I think it takes real confidence to be able to stay down the middle and to shoot down the middle too, to be fair. And it's become a lot more of a trend in recent years, and it's something that as a goalie we've had to adapt as well. It's not necessarily just saying right or left, it's thinking about the middle now as well.
Dayne, Coach was talking about how you live for these sort of moments, coming down to the wire, you're the man to make the stop. Can you talk a little bit about your own mentality in that position, knowing that it's you and the other player? What goes on through your mind?
I think that's what you said. It's me versus them. And I'm probably one of the most competitive people, and I very rarely get the chance to be able to go one-on-one or talk to people in the game. So that's something that I really rely on. And I think growing up playing basketball with my friends, you know, you're always shit talking, you're always doing everything. So moments like that where you can kind of get under their skin maybe or throw them off, and sometimes you say something and it doesn't work. But that's the benefit of it.
See, we're in the media press box. Do you ever chirp back? We can't really hear you from up there.
Oh, I'm saying anything and everything under the sun to try to throw them off. And some guys look at you and don't say anything. Some guys you can tell that they might be a little bit rattled. But at the same time, I go in with a mindset and with a plan of maybe what I'm going to say or what I'm going to do, depending on certain shooters or things like that. So it's definitely very detailed, but sometimes it's off the cuff as well, what I feel in the moment.
What did you do to decide to throw off Alex in that first one? What did you feel like you tried to do?
I mean, it started off great because he placed the ball in the wrong spot. So with the new rule, you have to have majority of the ball. So I was just letting the referee know that the spot is wrong, because even if he goes to the side, that could be the difference of a fingertip save or the ball going in that little millisecond of the ball. So I'm trying to make sure that the ball's on the spot, and then it allows me to get close to him to say other things as well. But I think in that moment, yeah, I'm saying anything. But for me, it was more so every shooter that I've ever known likes to place the ball and feel comfortable in a spot. So when you force them to readjust it and find a new spot, that could play into it.
It's kind of the key in terms of anticipation. You mentioned that people like to go down the middle a little bit. That's kind of hard one to anticipate. What's the key in terms of trying to not let yourself go left or right? Just talk to me about anticipation in terms of what you look forward to PK shootout.
Yeah, it's believing in yourself. At the same time, if you stay down the middle, you can potentially react. I mean, obviously the ball is real hard with the way that some of the guys are hitting the ball. But I think it's being ready, because even just because you stay down the middle doesn't mean you're going to save it if he goes down the middle. I've seen guys smash the ball slightly to the right, and you know what I mean? You stay down the middle, but it's not necessarily a save. So I think for me, it's trusting in the process and going off what I fully believe and being able to adjust if I need to.
Dayne, you mentioned the trash talking. How is it to have the ruckus of the Wonderwall directly behind you, especially in a penalty kick shootout?
Oh, they were sensational. I think getting loud when they were taking shots, but finding the balance of when we were taking shots to be able to quiet down, let guys focus, and then as soon as the ball was going in, they were right back onto it, and you feel that pressure building as those guys have to run up or walk up from the halfway line. It becomes, and you're walking straight into the wonder wall, and I feel like myself in front of them feels, I almost feel like there's a wall behind me and the wall on the line that no ball's going to go in.
Did you stick your tongue out and roll down just because you love Anthony Martel?
Honestly, that wasn't something that I planned. I didn't have any celebrations planned today. I think especially because it's round one. Of course, we want to win, but we know that at the same time, this win means nothing if we don't win the series. So it was just something that a natural reaction in the moment. But yeah, it did kind of come out there. But yeah.
In that same vein, what's the message for game two? Trying to wrap this up and not have to come back here.
Yeah, I think, like I said in the huddle before the game, we know that teams hate playing against us when we play our true identity. And that set pieces, really compact, defending everyone, slowing the game down, playing the game at our tempo. And I'd say probably all the teams would say that we probably play the ugliest, but we love it and we thrive in it. And it was about living our identity. And that's been I think, going back to this formation as well, is living the identity and showing and doing what we had success in throughout the year.
One or two more for Dayne. What did you say to the referee after Bondi's?
I mean, the fact that I got a yellow card for just saying it's the same consistency, because Boxy gets the same push in his back, but because he's the defensive player, he calls it. So I think from us, from referees, we're always looking for consistency. And we felt like there was a lack of consistency kind of throughout the game, because it's hard as a player because you don't know what's a foul and what's not, and you're trying to waver the line. And of course, some of them are judgment calls, but especially early on, you want to be able to kind of know. And I think for sure, you push a player in the back, it's not an attempt at the ball. So it would be a red card as well, which obviously would be a huge advantage in the 10th minute or 15th minute or whenever it was. So just having that consistency, and of course, maybe it didn't raise to the point of VAR in terms of clear and obvious, but you've definitely seen that call go the other way and be given a red card, and that changes the game completely for us.
You mentioned that this win doesn't mean anything if you don't win the series. How do you feel about this first round, and only the first round being a best-of-3 series?
I mean, I don't think anyone likes a best-of-3 series. If we're going to have multiple games, you'd probably want home and away. 2 legs, it's the only place in the world where you play soccer, and it's a best-of-3. And I think that's for majority of the players, but at the same time, maybe it's a benefit for us now knowing that we've won game 1, so we have a little bit of a card in our back pocket. But I think kind of going into it, people don't really like the idea of it, and maybe, I don't know, that's an MLS decision, but yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks. We'll shift over to
Dayne.
Hector, what does it mean to you to come up with a PK in a big moment there?
Yeah, it's massive for the team and the fans and the club as a whole. Going into game 2 with a win now, and a win at home is always what you want to start on the best foot forward.
We haven't seen nerves from you. Were you nervous in that moment?
Not really. Yeah, you practice penalties, and all you can do is try your best and try to score the penalty.
When you look at this match in particular, did it go the way you had envisioned, and how do you feel really kind of the match went along?
Yeah, I thought we were really good defensively. I think we were really solid. We didn't give up too many chances. We played as a real team today. We had real confidence about us, and some days it doesn't go in the back of the net, but if you can prevent it from going into yours, you have every chance to win the game.
When you say you play like a real team, what exactly do you mean by that?
The togetherness, I think, backing each other up. If one person makes a mistake, the next one was there to fix it. So I think there was a real togetherness today and a real fight for the result.
What do you have to do differently in game 2 to break Seattle down?
Score a goal. I think that's obviously the thing we had to do today in 90 minutes. Yeah, I think we have to be more of a threat. I think, forward runs, forward thinking, but also having that backbone of a really good defence and solid effort will give us a good shot.
Dayne has kind of a reputation for stepping up in penalty kicks. This is the first time you've been around him. What stood out about how he was in that?
Yeah, he gives us a real confidence, knowing that we have a goalkeeper that's so good at penalties and saving them. It gives us a real backing and a real confidence to know that if we score ours, we have a good chance of winning.
Dayne said that he asked the goalkeeper to adjust the ball on one of them. Were you pretty particular on where you want the ball before you take it, or?
Yeah, I think everyone is.
Okay.
You just want to make sure it's in the right spot and you feel confident with your hit.
Do you think it was something they were doing defensively, or is it more what you guys were able to execute in terms of creating more dangerous chances?
I think it's a bit of both. You have to give credit to Seattle. They were good defensively and they had their tactics and their ways of playing. So you do have to give credit to them, but you also have to look at yourself and reflect and go into the game with different ideas and different inventions to try and score.
Obviously, you come in with just sort of a handful of games. Does it feel like the intensity steps up come playoff time?
Yeah, 100%. It's all to fight for now. The whole season has led up to playoffs. So, best of 3, if we can get the win in the second game, you can get that nice, comfortable rest. If not, we're going to game 3 and we're at it every game. So it's a different level, different intensity, but that's what you want.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate the time.
Beautiful.